Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video we learned and solved the question number 6 related with exercise number 7.2, chapter number 7 class 10 mathematics, chapter number 7 trigonometry. In today's video I am going to finish exercise number 7.2. 3 or 4 questions we left in the previous video, question number 7, 8, 9, 10 of exercise number 7.2. In this video we will solve the remaining 4 questions and we will finish exercise number 7.2. In the next video, I will solve the question numbers 1 are related with exercise number 7.1. So let's move toward exercise number 7.2, chapter number 7, trigonometry, class 10 mathematics. Question number 7 tells that in a circle of radius 10 meter, find the distance traveled by the point moving on this circle if the point makes 3.5 revolution. There are two conditions given in the given question. First of all, they tells that the radius of the circle is given, which is equal to 10 meter. After this, they tells that if the point makes 3.5 revolution. Revolution is actually the unit of the angle. It is the unit of angle. So remember, one revolution, you know that let's suppose the circle. So from this point, if this rotate just like anti-clockwise or clockwise, so one rotation is equal to 360 degree or 25 radian. So one revolution is equal to 25 radian. And we are given with 3.5 revolution. So multiply 3.5 to the both sides. So 3.5 revolution will be 3.5 multiply 25 radian. So the 3.5 revolution will be is equal to 3.5 multiply 2 will give us 75 radian. So in radian it is equal to 75 radian. Because radian is actually the standard unit. So over here we will angle is actually 75 radian. So put it over here 75 radian. And that tells that find the distance traveled by the point moving on this circle. We will actually find the length of this arc of this circle. So we learned a formula for the previous question that L is equal to R of theta. So using this formula we will find this distance L. So L is equal to R. R is actually the radius, which is equal to 10 meter multiply theta. Theta is 75 radian. So 75 radian. Now after this, the required length of this circle will be 10 multiply 7 will give us 70 and 5 will comes down as it is. And you know that length is actually the distance, so its unit will be either in centimeter or either in meter. Because over here the radius is given in the meter, so the required answer will be in meter. So the required length or the distance from this point to this point is actually 75 meters. So this is the required and desired answer. Now move toward the next question, question number 8 related with the same exercise number 7.2. It tells that what is the circle measure of the angle between hands of watch at 3 o'clock. Let's suppose this is the clock of the hands that we wear. And let's suppose this is the center of this clock. And that tells that what is the circle measure of the angle. We are required with the angle. Angle is equal to theta is equal to theta. We will find it out. Now let's suppose this is 12 o'clock. This is 3 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock, and let's suppose this is 9 o'clock. So that tells that what is the circle measure of the angle between the hands of watch at 3 o'clock. This is actually the 3 o'clock, and that tells that what is the angle over here. So let's suppose this is a circle. This is the diameter of this watch, and this is actually the second diameter. So this is actually perpendicular to this radius. So this is equal to 90 degree, you know, and this is actually 90 degree, this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. So if we add these all 90 degree, it will give us 360, which is actually one revolution. So that tells that what will be the angle at this 3 o'clock. So this is actually the 1/4 of this fourth. So 1/4 can be written as 1/4 of the complete rotation. Complete rotation. So we will actually find the angle easily. So 1/4. So complete rotation means that 360. So 1/4 of 360 will be, we will divide 360 by 4. So it will give us 360 divided by 4. So 4 multiply 9, it will give us a value 36. So it cancels out and this 0 will move to the numerator. So the required and desired angle made by this clock at 3 o'clock is 90 degrees. So the required and desired angle is 90 degrees. Now move toward question number 9 related with exercise number 7.2. It tells that what is the length of the arc APB. They gives a circle in which over here this is the radius of the circle, this is given, and this is the perpendicular distance from point A to point A. So the perpendicular distance means that over here the angle is 90 degree, and that tells that what is the length of the arc APB. So it means that it is actually the circumference distance which we represent it through L. So we use the formula L is equal to R of theta. We are given with the radius which is 8 centimeter from this center to this circumference B. It is 8 centimeter. So put over here. So the required L will be R is 8 centimeter. So put it over here into theta. Theta is 90 degrees. So you know that if we find out a length or radius, we will convert it into a radian. So you know that phi radian is equal to 180 degree. So divide both sides with 180. So you know that 1 degree will be phi divided by 180 radian. Now we are given with 90 degrees, so multiply 90 to the both sides. So it becomes 95 divided by 180 radian. So required 90 degree will be 90 divided by 180 will give us pi by 2. So pi by 2 radian. So our 90 degree in radian is equal to phi by 2. So put it over here, phi by 2. So the required length will be 8 divided by 2 will give us 4, and 4 multiply 5 will give us 4 pi. So 4 pi centimeter is the required length of the arc APB. So this is the required length. Now move to the last question of exercise number 7.2, question number 10. It tells that find the area of sector OPR. This is O, this is P, and this is R, and that tells that find the area of this sector. This suppose this is a sector. We will find their area. So you know that for the area of sector, we have formula area of sector is equal to half of R square theta. We will use this formula for finding the area. Now over here we are given with the radius. Our given radius R is equal to 6 centimeter. But our given angle is in degree, so we will convert it into a radian using the same formula. 1 degree is equal to pi divided by 180 radian. Over here the angle is 60, so multiply 60 to both sides. It becomes 60 degree is equal to 60 pi divided by 180 radian. So this 0 cancels out with 0. 6 divided by 10 will give us 1 over 3. 1 over 3 multiply 5 will give us a 5 by 3 radian. So 60 degrees is equal to pi by 3 radian, putting the values and get the required area of sector. So area is equal to half into R square. R is 6, so 6 square into theta. Theta is actually pi by 3. So 1 over 2 multiply 6 square can be written as 6 multiply pi by 3. So 2 cancel out with 6, we are left with 3 multiply 6 can be written as 3 multiply 2 and multiply pi by 3. So 3 cancel out with 3, we are left with 3 multiply 2 will give us 6, or 6 multiply 5 will give us 6 pi. Now the given unit of radius is centimeter, so the required unit of area will be centimeter, square centimeter. So the required area of sector is 6 pi square centimeter. So with this question I finish my lecture. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive the upcoming notification about class 10 mathematics. Thank you.